Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now. That ball complete to Isabella. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, Cardinals.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Kenyon Drake.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. at the
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On the toss, Drake going left. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet. But pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Play action. Now Wilson. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and the Cardinal 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. And remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. On 2nd and 7, Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Arizona.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14. Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
49-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On third down, Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Wilson's pass.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. This is Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 14. Seahawks.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December.
Yeah, more football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Cardinals. They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Right back to Drake. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former second-round pick out of Alabama. And that's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down by Bobby White.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run it with Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jordan Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11 on 2nd down. It's Carson, and he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
Devon Kennard able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Third and long. It's Wilson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez lining up.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Brings up
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Tackle made.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
9-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Drake. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 41, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
On second down now. It's Carson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Chris Carson on the
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
A 7-yard loss.
Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 48, Seahawks 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. The but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but that always takes off with it. It's a fake. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Cardinals 48, Seahawks 13.